As a designer and TV host for the last 18 years, I've helped people achieve the home of their dreams. With so many of us rethinking how we live right now, I wanted to help bring real-life solutions to people who are ready to transform their homes with simple, easy-to-achieve solutions. This is In the Room with John Gidding. Today we are designing for Mascha. And Mascha has a very small bathroom, but she wants a lot out of this bathroom.
Hi guys, I'm Mascha Davis. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, and I just bought my dream loft space in West LA. And here's the bath. So it's very dated. Everything needs to go. I want to change the vanity, the sink, even the tile. I want to get like a nice modern toilet. Love to get rid of the shower curtain and put in a nice glassed in bathtub shower. I would love to have just a brighter space.
Now the thing about this bathroom is that there isn't that much you can change. I'm always looking for out-of-the-box solutions for out-of-the-box problems, but in a situation like this where we've got a small bathroom with a lot of storage requirements, there's only really a couple ways we can innovate. So I'm definitely going to push Mascha a little bit out of her comfort zone, but let's see what she thinks. Here are some of the things that Mascha would like to create in her bathroom. She wants it to feel spacious. She loves a tankless toilet. She's got a storage bench, which she would like to at least keep the storage element of. She loves plants, and she thinks that that might be the best way to address some of the issues facing this bathroom, which I think is brilliant because it's a very new approach to an old problem. How do you create a little bit of screening in front of your window without necessarily pulling down the blinds every time? And she wants to use plants as a screening element, which I think that's brilliant. And what she has currently is a very outdated countertop type, which is to say it's a wood-framed countertop with tiles set inside. So you've got exposed grout lines, and that's never good for a countertop. It's also got this sort of dark green color, which is bringing down the energy of the room. Currently, Mascha's vanity is this shape right here with a centered sink. And what that does is it pushes the sink into the window zone. Luckily, there are vanities out there in the same size and shape that push the sink all the way over to one side, because this is in fact a common problem in bathrooms. You typically have to focus on where the sink is going to be placed and then make the rest of the bathroom work off of that. Here, the sink should be placed right into this corner. That way, we can put a mirror directly in front of the sink and there's no conflict with the window. Now, as for a tankless toilet, yes, they look great because they're so svelte and streamlined. Tankless toilets basically put the tank mechanism of the toilet inside the wall studs, and then that way you only have the bowl of the toilet cantilevered out. It's a very clean look. However, for a renovation project, if you're trying to replace a regular toilet with a tankless one, you have to do an incredible amount of demolition, and that includes into the floor plate, because all of the plumbing has to be rerouted to where the wall is rather than directly inside the floor in the middle of the toilet. So because of that, Mascha, I'm going to nix the idea of a tankless toilet for you, but I'm going to try to design around the idea of using the wall behind the toilet bowl as a storage wall. Currently, you've got a full-length tub, and one of your requests is to keep the tub. So if we want to keep the tub, what if we were to shrink the scale of the tub in one direction, that is the length, and increase the scale of the tub in another direction, that is the height? Now we make it more of a soaking tub that's a little bit shorter, same width, and look at all this space back here. What would we do with this space right here? I'm thinking this is where the storage is going to go once we get rid of this storage bench right here. If we shrink the length of the tub like I'm proposing, we can use the leftover space in a variety of ways. Here's the space we've gained. Now, this corner space area right here is going to be perfect for bathtub storage. This is shampoos, conditioners, soaps, and the like. The space in the middle where the current shower head is, that's going to be for plumbing. And because we have all this space given over to plumbing, that means that we can bring out, for example, a proper shower head, have a cantilever over you. If you want to spend the extra cash and have it go into the ceiling, that's a possibility as well. So that's going to help your plumbing costs stay low because you're not going to have to break into the existing wall to pull out plumbing. And finally, this space right here, closest to the bathroom itself, this is brand new storage space. And remember, this goes from floor almost all the way up to the ceiling. We could go all the way up to the ceiling as we typically do, but the plant request makes me think that we're not going to go all the way up with the ceiling and instead put a storage area for plants up top. But we'll get to that soon enough. The other solution that I'm really going to push here is to get a different vanity. I want a vanity for you that pushes the sink all the way into the corner and at the same time maximizes how much space, countertop space you've got. So as big a vanity as can fit that still allows space on either side of your toilet, and we're not going to move that toilet, so you have plenty of access into this storage area right there. So let's see what that could look like. Here's your new bathroom. The new floor plan is very similar to the old one. Now you'll notice there's a large shelf where the window is, and this is taking inspiration from your idea, Mascha, of using a tankless toilet. Instead of insetting the tank of the toilet into your wall, why not bring out some additional storage out from the wall in the form of shelves and keep the toilet underneath, and also replace the toilet, by the way. Since we're going for a more svelte, chic look, there are beautiful toilets out there whose lines are much more streamlined and make much less of a visual impact in the room. The other big change is the vanity. I know that especially in this plan, it seems especially tight. This shelf and this sink, not a lot of breathing space in between the two of them. But you have to remember that they're different planes. And because of that, I think there's going to be plenty of space underneath this shelf for the countertop to exist and to have your soaps and toothpaste, etc., right underneath that shelf and still give you all this shelf space to use. So what will this look like? This is your bathroom. Check it out. First of all, you'll notice what a huge difference it makes to have the sink pushed all the way into the corner and have a proper mirror centered on the sink. I've picked a long and narrow mirror with a lot of personality, the rounded corners, the black finish. I like this because we're trying to keep your bathroom staying chic and soothing and streamlined. And you'll notice what I've done with the window. I've wrapped it in shelving, and I'm making the shelving on top embrace your idea of creating a plant haven inside this bathroom. It turns out there are lots of plants that love a bathroom setting. Some of them are tropical, some of them are poisonous. You have to make sure you do your research which plants you're going to put in here. And if you're bringing in any poisonous plants, like the pothos, by the way, which many of us have around the house, turns out every single piece of that plant is poisonous to animals. So make sure when you put them up here that they can't be easily reached by animals or children. Now, let's look at the area where we've built in a little bit of storage. On the right side, this is shower-facing storage, so I'm imagining you'll pick a gorgeous tile for here and have the tile wrap into that storage, so it's a perfectly waterproof space. And then on the other side, we've got the bathroom-facing storage. Now here we'll put towels, toilet paper, additional toiletries. The things that you're already keeping inside your storage bench will go inside this long slot of storage right here. And because we're making all of this read as the same language, I think that it actually becomes the window frame. So here's my color concept for you. I know that you're going for bright and chic, light and airy, but if you can allow a little bit of color into your bathroom space, I think it would be in the tile. Bring in a tiny bit of color, whether it's beige, whether it's pebble, whether it's sand. You know the kinds of neutral tones I'm going for. It's off-whites, basically, that work so well with the whites. Now granted, you can make this entire bathroom white, but if you bring in a little bit of color and then match the wood with that color, then it'll read like the tile and the wood construction, including the plant shelf above and below, and the window frame, are all in the same family. It almost reads like one machine that allows your bathroom to work a little better than it has been until now. Let's take a look at this from another perspective. And you can see how the small little bathroom works so well when you've inserted this machine for storage behind the tub. Here you'll notice these are the 3 shelves for the in-tub storage, and I'm wrapping the tile work inside where these shelves go as well, so it keeps it all waterproof. Overhead, we've got the large plant shelf. This section right here obviously sits down, but I've raised it up so we can see more into the bathroom. This drawing also makes clear that the storage, which is effectively floor-to-ceiling storage, taking up what used to be inside your bench, is very accessible. You can tell in the plan as well. This is the storage area I'm talking about, and this is the access to it. Because of code, this toilet won't be too close to the tub or to the vanity, and that's also going to give you plenty of space to access storage right there from floor all the way up to the top. This is going to be a great place for your toilet paper. This is great for some hand towels, and this right there for your bath towels. I hope I have answered all your questions, Mascha, and everyone else's. If not, make sure you comment in the section below and we can have a design discussion. Till next time. If you've got a home makeover project you need help with, or a room you'd like to reimagine, drop us a DM at Shelter on Instagram and tell us your story. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube so you don't miss a new episode.